Solid fuel plastic. There we go. Right, plastic is what we need. And also for plastic we're going to need some coal coming into this factory, and that's going to be a little bit more of a pain. I suppose we could just continue it coming down here from the main coal production line. I think that's probably the best way of doing things. Let's make a load of transport belts, and we're going to need power going into this as well. So we're going to route that in like that. Cool. So the coal line is going to go probably in this direction, and we're going to need some more inserters. Bit of a problem. But for now, let's just carry on bringing it down here from up this way. So we need to extend this like this, and then should we just bring it down now? I think we will, in case we want to put down some more plastic production at some point, which is probably, we absolutely are going to need some more plastic production at some point. Okay, right, so that's going to go in there. We're then going to need something grabbing all this plastic out of this production facility, like this. In fact, it doesn't really matter where we put this because we've got plenty of room. And we'll put this down here like so. Okay, so we just need a normal inserter now. Could use a burner inserter, but I'm not going to go for that. I ain't no scrub. I'm going to grab some of this iron, all of this iron actually, because we don't need all of this stuff. Put down a few inserters. We're going to grab a few more transport belts, maybe a few more pipes. Don't really need any more pipes yet. And then what can we use this for? I might make another lab actually, or is that a bit pointless? Oh yeah, so I haven't really explained the reason why we're making plastic, which is kind of a big deal actually. So let's talk about that. Now plastic. Plastic is going to be used in the production of something or other that we need. I think it might be batteries, but we've not researched that yet. But we are definitely going to need this at some point. Is that actually the red circuit boards? I think it might be. But for now this is good. We're just going to use this as a little buffer. We might as well just put it straight into a chest for now, because plastic can build up over a little period of time. Better than not having any plastic when we need it. There we go. So we've got plastic going on. In fact, I might just shove the plastic that I've got in my inventory in here as well. Seems a bit pointless otherwise. Okay, now aside from this, the what's this called? Petroleum? I don't even know what this is called. Petroleum gas, there we go. Is going to be used to create sulfur. Now we're currently researching that, but for now I think this is pretty much all we need in terms of our little oil refinery down here. In the future I think we're going to extend it massively and change it up a lot, but for now that's okay. Right, okay, so what are we doing now? We want to upgrade some more of these steel furnaces, don't we? So let's go back over here, grab some of the steel out of these chests. 3 steel, 8 steel and 9 steel. Should be enough to start upgrading these things. In fact, we should upgrade all these furnaces with steel furnaces as well. But I can't be bothered. So let's just stick with this. So we're going to put one down here like that, and we need one more of these. So let's do that quickly. Then we should have a faster iron production line. In fact, if you look, there's a good buffer here now of all of this iron plating, which means that things are going well. Okay, this is going well, I like it. So we can get a couple more labs. In fact, I am going to do that. We're going to go crazy on the old research, and we're going to extend both of these production lines coming up here a little bit more. I think that should be enough. And then we're going to research some new cool things that we can start using in the rest of our factory. Okay, I'm actually doing this very well, I think. Things are very, very efficient at the moment. So let's put down another one of these factories there like that. We're going to put down one of these arms, move that one there, and then place the other factory, the other lab on the other side in an identical manner. And we need to give these some power as well. So let's do that. Right, cool. Things are looking on the up. I feel very pleased with my factory so far. Let's have a little look at it when we zoom out. Everything's nice and spaced out, meaning that we can increase production in the future if we want it. This is going to increase our research speed even more. Doesn't matter if we use all of this stuff and it runs out. Eventually we can expand our production of both of these research vials if we need to. Okay, so sulfur processing is almost done. Right, now aside from that, we are going to need maybe another chemical plant at some point, but we've already made one of those. We are also going to need to start creating concrete and other stuff, because it's much easier to run on concrete than this damn dirty wasteland grass. So let's wait for sulfur processing to finish and we'll figure that out. Look at this. It's a bit wormy here, crossing under things, but I think it's difficult to avoid that all the time. So I'm going to carry on grabbing up some of this iron, because whilst it's here, we're always going to have a need for it. And also the steel over here is nicely building up now. I'm going to only grab it out of these chests because it's probably a bit more efficient that way. It can start building up nicely. Okay, sulfur processing is done by the looks of things. Cool. Okay, so that's going to allow us to build batteries, which is going to be used in other stuff. Right, yeah, science pack 3s. So this is what we're doing over here, basically. So we could go for battery. I'd like to maybe go for tool belt because it's going to be really quick and it's going to help us really quickly as well. Let's just have a look at this here to see where we're going to go with this. We've got advanced oil processing, which isn't really a priority at this point in time. We could go for engine. I think battery is probably going to be the most useful. Don't really need explosives. We could go for the electricity energy distribution, but I think battery is going to be the one we need next up. But the tool belt should go quite quickly because it only needs a few of these research packs in order to craft itself. That's cool. Okay, now we could start going around upgrading more of these furnaces, making it a little bit more efficient, but I'm not sure whether it's going to have that much of an impact. Might just make 4 of these steel furnaces up here to increase our steel output, because it is a bit slow at the moment, and I'm going to replace these 4 like this. Let's just wait for the last one to craft so I don't have to click on it again. Cool. Okay, so let's grab the steel that's in these here, and we can make another one of these steel furnaces, and I'll replace these 4 if I can as well. Okay, we need some more steel plates. Let's go and grab all these off the floor. Cool stuff. 3 more of those, please. And then we should have a good old factory for our steel production up here going. It shouldn't take us too long to get a good amount of steel now. Cool. Okay, now I actually think we need another one of these electric mining drills going, which is cool. Not much of a biggie, a big whoop. So we could just put down one here, but we'll go for the full steel production, shall we? That was the wrong place. We'll put it there, like that, and then use a conveyor belt going onto here, and then we can bring it down like this. There we go. Got to be a bit careful about the position into the sea there. You only place it on the shallow shorelines, but not on the deep shorelines. And then we need some power. And power can probably go here, and we'll remove this one instead. Cool. Okay, things are looking on the up. And in fact, I might as well just make another mining drill for steel. Steel is going to be increasingly more important, so let's just go for it. Make it proper. There we go. Right, 4 of those seems probably quite good. But what we're going to do is we're just going to move this power line up a little bit so that it can feed all 4 of these. Cool. Okay, that's going to be some good old steel production down here. The tool belt is really useful. It seems like a bit of a frivolous thing to go for at this point in the game, but what it's going to do is it's going to expand our inventory slots here, our hotbar, by double, which is crazy good. I love it. So let's get some more of this iron, because we definitely don't need any more of these conveyor belts. In fact, I could just be grabbing some of these conveyor belts off of here, couldn't we, instead of making them. So the research is going at a great speed at the moment. I don't think we need to worry about this at any point in time, but what we're going to do is we're going to, in the future, when we need the 2 other different kinds of research packs, we're going to bring them down on either side here and sort of bring them, yeah, it's going to work, it's going to look beautiful. It is going to be beautiful, that's for sure. And the tool belt is almost done, and you'll see what I mean. This is also a very beautiful moment in the game. Look at this, so many hotbar spaces. So let's now research battery, and this is going to allow us to actually do things with our oil plant down in the bottom of our factory area. Over here. God, we are really spread out actually, aren't we? I think it's quite good though. Being spread out is a good thing. There we are. Look at this. Plastic is being produced. We've got 354 plastic, which is fantastic. And I suppose what we can do is start putting down some more of these factories over here. So let's put down another one of these chemical plants here like that. And in this one, we're going to produce sulfuric acid. And for this, we're going to need sulfur. How do we make sulfur? I don't actually know. Sulfur comes from petroleum gas. Ah, okay. So we don't want to make this. We want to make sulfur first. God, it gets a bit complicated, doesn't it? And we're going to route this in here, but we need water for this as well, if you look, which is going to be a bit of a pain. So we're going to have to bring the water down here using a pump with some more underground pipe lining. So let's do that. We're also going to need a pump from this menu, an offshore pump, and we're going to put that down here because luckily enough there's actually a big body of water here, which is nice. Okay, so the pump is going to go down here, and then we're going to put down one of these like that, and then just for the sake of saving room, we're going to bring a pipe out here, and then have a pipe to ground coming down this way, and then, oh, this might be a bit intrusive in the future. Okay, I'm going to route it like this then. Make a few more of these pipes. The problem is you've got to sort of allocate enough space for future production of or future use of the light and heavy oils. Of course, we could just bring it somewhere else in the future, so it doesn't really matter too much. But we're going to use some pipe to grounds over here if we can. Let's make 2 of those, and that should be enough. Okay, is that in line? I think so. So let's bring it down over here. Oh, damn, it's just too far away. That's a bit irritating. Let's bring it as far as we can, then we can just use a normal pipe. I suppose that would be the most sensible thing to do. There we go. Cool, so that's now getting water. It's not got power, but we can resolve that quite easily by putting that power line down there like that. This is then going to produce sulphur very quickly indeed, which we can drag out onto another production line over here like this. And we need to power this, make some more power lines. We need some wood for that. I think we've actually got plenty of wood. Funnily enough, even though there's not a forest anywhere near us, we've got plenty of power. Oh, cool stuff. Okay, so let's now go for... I'm having to think quite ahead now as to what we're going to use all this stuff for. Advanced electronics is definitely something that we need. So let's do that. Okay, so now we need another chemical plant, which we're going to put down over here. We probably don't need too many of these. The amount of this that you need is probably 1 for 1. So we're not going to go too crazy and use all of our resources to make this. Let's make some more lamps as well so we can see what's going on. I need to try and remember to do that. Okay, so we've got sulphur coming out. That's good. We've got plastic coming out as well. What's going on here? We've just not got enough coal. Oh, interesting. Are we not producing enough coal for everything now? We aren't. Okay. We need to do an emergency upgrade for our coal facility. I mean, to be fair, we are only running off of 2 of these, which is kind of crazy. So, let's do that. In fact, is there a little coal pocket down here? No, let's use this big one. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, I think this is more imminently important than sorting out our sulphur production. Okay, so we want a few coming off of here. Have one there, another one there, and maybe another one there. Oh dear God, we're going so quickly. What is this? Explosives? We can go for robotics as well soon. Maybe we should do some of these easier ones just to get them out of the way. Solar panels would be nice. Engine might be good. Ah, electric furnace. Let's do that next. That is definitely a thing we need. And we'll put down a couple more of those there like so. We're going to route down the coal from up here like this. Bring it round the corner. In fact, we can probably fit another one of these machines on there. So let's just use space a bit more efficiently. And we're going to have it all come up here like this. There you go, onto the same line. And let's link these up with some nice power on this side of the facility. And then we can put the same pretty much up here, maybe like this, connecting it around the top, and then putting one around the bottom there. Cool. In fact, let's just make one more electric mining drill. Might as well maximise this if we can. We're going to need coal eventually for everything, so it seems like a good future-proofing method, like everything else that I do. Okay, there we go. Plenty of coal again. Don't need to worry about the electricity running out anytime soon, which it is, unfortunately. Well, the efficiency isn't high. It's not run out. Right, okay, so let's put down our other chemical plant over here. Probably need a little bit of room. What do we need for it? In fact, we need some water and some iron plates. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have this going in here like that. Also going to have an electrical cable. Ah, that's not going to work, is it? No, that's too far away. Okay, we need to move this in one. Right, yeah. But we do definitely need this being extracted from this line here, because we're going to have some iron plates coming down here like that, with the chemical plant here. And this is going to be making the sulfuric acid. The water, it doesn't matter which way it's coming in, which is quite useful. I think we'll have it coming in the bottom here like this, shall we? And then we can use some normal pipes and connect it into this network here like that. Yeah, okay, this works. Thank God for that. Okay, so it's got water. We need some power over this side, which we're going to link in here like that. And then we just need to bring some iron down. Now we could again keep a little separate iron mine over here feeding just this plant, but it seems a bit crazy to do that. So I think what we need to do is to link this up, obviously, by using a load of iron plates, first of all. And then, once we've done that, expand our iron production facility in the main base, the main iron production facility. It's going to be a big job, but it's going to be worth it. So let's make a load of these mining drills. We're going to start pumping out some more of this stuff. As soon as advanced material processing is done, we can start using electric furnaces, which are incredibly much better than what we're currently using, which makes me happy.